good, thank you. Here's your shot to talk to Suzanne.
I just wanted to tell you thank you for the recipe books that you make, especially the one I like is my Eat Great, Lose Weight, because I'm able to make my family good meals out of it without having to go out to the store and buy a whole lot of special ingredients, and it's very healthy. And I've truly enjoyed reading a lot of your books, and you're a great actress and a good person.
I so appreciate that. You know, I still love all the recipes in Eat Great, Lose Weight too. I was going to be a chef. I don't know how I ended up being what I am, but I started out wanting to be a chef, and then I got Three's Company. It kind of wrecked all my plans. So it was really fun for me to do Eat Great, Lose Weight, and the whole basis behind it is you eat real food. I always say if you can pick it or pluck it or milk it or shoot it, that's real, and you can't go wrong if you're eating real food. And so I appreciate it so much.
All right, Nanette, thanks so much. We appreciate your call.
Nanette.
All right, let's talk to, who is it? Karen. Hi, Karen. How are you?
Hi, I'm fine.
Do you have a question or a comment for Suzanne?
I have a question. First, I'm 48 years old and recently just had a hysterectomy, and I am wondering if Suzanne could help me with my fear, and that fear is of gaining weight. I've heard or seen a lot of women gain weight after having a hysterectomy, and I'm wondering if there's any one of her books that might be able to lead me in some directions that I might be able to take with changes in my life to help me with diet and exercise.
I'm glad you asked, because I think women we're brought into that operating room and we don't know much about what the outcome will be. How long ago did you have your hysterectomy?
6 weeks ago.
And did they just remove your uterus or all of it?
I still have one ovary.
One ovary. So what has happened to you, and I'm getting this from the doctors that I interview because I'm very interested in hysterectomy, and Breakthrough I do quite a large section on it. When they remove your uterus and an ovary, now your hormone-making abilities have been greatly, greatly diminished. And without a uterus, they usually tend to say to you, well, we'll just give you some synthetic estrogen and you don't need any progesterone because you don't have a uterus and you're not going to make a baby. It is so important to understand that you have to mimic nature. And nature poured estrogen every day of the month and progesterone 2 weeks of the month. And it's really important for you to understand that synthetic hormones have shown to have anywhere from a 40% to a 69% increased risk in breast cancer, whereas on the kind of hormones I'm talking about, the natural bioidentical hormones, they have shown no risk at all. In fact, women have a 10% decreased risk in hormones. So about the weight gain. Can you explain for
Suzanne, for people who have not yet gotten the book or maybe don't understand what bioidentical hormones are, and can you do it kind of quickly for me, because a lot of people want to talk to you.
Bioidentical means biologically identical to the human hormone, an exact replica made from soy, wild yam, and other plant extracts synthesized in a lab. It's not a drug. That's why there's so much controversy, because it's not patentable, and pharmaceutical companies would like this to go away. I'm telling you, for your health, read Breakthrough or read Ageless to see what I did when I had my uterus removed, which I did not want to have to do. But because I'm replacing my hormones in a cycle, even though I don't have a uterus, so that I'm giving myself progesterone 2 weeks a month through my doctor's care, my body thinks that all is well and I don't gain any weight. But if you don't do it this way, you will gain a lot of weight. If you read Ageless, the section on rhythmic cycling, and if you read Breakthrough, the section on hysterectomy, I think you'll get enough information to find the doctor that will help you, because you don't have to gain weight, but if you don't do it right, you will, and a lot.
Does that help, Karen?
That helped me tremendously. Thank you very much, Suzanne.
Okay, you should definitely get that book, all right?
Definitely will. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. And Suzanne, a follow-up to that, when you're talking about getting these bioidentical hormones, are they something that you get through your food, or is it something you get at a health store? I mean, how do people get them, and how do you ask your doctor about them?
You know, you have to go to a doctor who's qualified, and I have about 300 of them in the back of the book, so there should be somebody near you, quite a few on the East Coast, should be somebody near you. I'm telling women who, the relief is so great. that it's worth driving to one of these doctors. If you don't have one near you, drive there, because you only really have to go once, and then the rest is all done through blood tests and phone calls. But bioidentical hormones must be prescribed by a doctor, but if you go to a doctor who's never studied bioidentical hormones, they're not going to know what to do. This is new medicine. This is the changing face of medicine. I've been on them for 13 years. There are millions of women on them. The quality of life is probably better than it ever was, because I'm so perfectly balanced.
Suzanne, what's one piece of advice that you would want people to walk away from after seeing this show and also reading your book?
That you can live a life without drugs and in good health if you make a few simple changes in your life, and it starts with diet. And it doesn't mean going on a diet. It means think about food as you have to eat real food. Chemicals are killing us. I can't say enough about chemicals. One diet soda so overstimulates the neurons of the brain, it literally excites them to death within 6 to 8 hours. The manifestations of all these of chemicals made me emotional when I was writing this book, because I felt so sad for all of us.
Okay.
But there's a way to stay a step ahead of it, and it's through diet, and I believe that we can all do that.